afternoon, good evening, good morning, good now. This is inspired by our dear friend, grandmother Robin Youngblood, who came into our awareness this last week. She felt the calling to rally some of us for 30 days to offer a prayer, a meditation, a space of grace. There's so much that we're moving through right now in this timeline of humanity, where it can be tempting to get overwhelmed with the chaos. I'm not even going to spend any time mentioning going through a laundry list of the various things that we might be experiencing. I just know, we know that it's time to go within. I'm going to share this on our dear Robin's page as she'd asked me to.
One of the things that comes up as we're dealing with all of the things that we're seeing in the outside world are, as we all know, is only reflecting the places inside of us that we're in resistance and that we're not in forgiveness and we're not in full acceptance. And it's really a challenge sometimes, especially, when our ego, our pride gets rubbed, or we feel offended, or we feel, righteously indignant about something that doesn't feel just. And trust me, we are walking through this side by side as a family, where, just the smallest things sometimes, especially if we're tired or worried about money or just uncomfortable as we're moving through, trying to let go of all this baggage that we've all been carrying. And what we know is that the only way for us to become a peace bringer is if we're committed to being the peace. And to be kind to ourselves, to speak words of kindness to ourselves and each other. We were with dear brother James Mellon today, and something he said on the show, he was talking about that voice that's inside of our head that often can be good, sometimes a coach that keeps us on the right track, but sometimes we don't speak so kindly to ourselves internally, and then we project that onto each other because we're feeling insecure, we're feeling not enough. And so then when we have it reflected back to us by another, it's hard not to become offended by it because it's a wound. The solution now is be the peace.
Sorry.
Be the peace.
In the Bhagavad Gita, it talks about we don't have peace until we cease to see the opposite. And there's a war inside our hearts. We're at war with ourselves, believing we are less than love itself. And so we fight and clamor and compete and conquer for something outside of us to make ourselves whole again. And our peace, so this is a 30-day up until sometime in November that we'll continue this prayer, this Ho'oponopono prayer. And I'm sure everyone here may be familiar with the Ho'oponopono prayer. We're going to do a song that Heather wrote when we went to China. think it was.
Yeah, it's kind of a chant, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just a melodic ho'oponopono.
I just invite you to come into this place right here, right now, where we are intentionally creating a space of peace, of poise, of power, the power of prayer. We're calling all relations. We're speaking this prayer to all relations, all directions, to the elemental realm, to the animal realm, the animal kingdom, the nature spirits, the angelic realm, all our ancestors, 7 generations forward and backward. We speak this in all time, space, all dimensions. The intention for this space is to offer prayers of forgiveness. I did a post on my wall that is the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, and so I'd love to read this out loud, and this is something, it's a little twist on it that I love. And so I invite you to tune into this. Lord, we choose to be an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, we are the flame of love. Where there is injury, we are the flame of justice. Where there is doubt, we are the flame of truth. Where there is despair, we are the flame of vision. Where there is darkness, we are the light of the world. Where there is sadness, we are the flame of blissful joy. O Divine Master, we choose to console others, and in so doing, we find your consolation. We choose to understand others, and in so doing, find your understanding. We choose to love others, and in so doing, find your love for us. For it is in giving of ourselves to others that we receive more of you. It is in forgiving others that we find your forgiveness. It is in letting the ego die that we are reborn into the eternal life of being the living Christ on earth as we are in heaven, now and forevermore.
I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm
sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. So here and now, I'm sorry for the ways that I've forgotten who I was. I've forgotten that I was less than the presence of love itself. I'm sorry for the hurt. I'm sorry for the neglect. I'm sorry for the consumption. I'm sorry for the lack of integrity. I'm sorry for the pride. I'm sorry for the unforgiveness. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive us, elementals. Please forgive us, Mama Ocean. Please forgive us, mountains. Please forgive us. Please forgive us, children of the world, for the ways that we have not stepped up and said, I will speak for your voice. I'm sorry. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your patience, Mother Earth. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your patience, Mother Earth.
I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, love you.
I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. Think of those ones you might have wronged in your ways. Think of those that may have wronged you. Say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm sorry,
Forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm
Four simple phrases. Four simple phrases. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm sorry, forgive me.
For the masculine and the feminine, for the masculine and the feminine warring, I'm sorry. Sorry for the oppression, sorry for the neglect, sorry for the fear of we've had of you.
Forgive me, thank you, I love you.
Please forgive us. Please forgive
Thank
me.
you, I love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you for your opulence. Thank you for the ways you sustain us. Thank you for all the majesty. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the order of the universe. Thank you for the flow that always knows where to go. Thank you. I love you. I love you.
Forgive me. Thank you. Love you.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for loving me. I love you.
Thank you for the pillar that you are. Thank you for helping me heal.
Thank you for helping me here. Thank you for calling me forth to be the mighty man of God that I am.
Thank you for calling me into my queendom, my confidence.
I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
Oh, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you.
It's time we come into balance.
I'm sorry, forgive me,
Right here.
thank you, I love you. Sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
Forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. Ho'oponopono prayer. One of the most powerful prayers. What this does is it invokes something in your field. These four simple phrases, an ancient Hawaiian prayer. We speak this to ourself. I'm sorry, self, for forgetting who you are. Please forgive us for our forgetfulness. Forgive us for our sin, for that place where we become misaligned with our divine truth. Thank you. Thank you, self, for always being here. I love you. This presence. In the middle of the chaos, I invite us all to come forth. Come here to the center place where I am and you are.
You are the divine
We are enough.
We are enough. We are
we are rebirthing anew.
We are innocent and new. And new. And new. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you.
We speak this for all life, all kingdoms, all relations, all relatives, all family, seen and unseen, to the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether.
Majesty, Gaia, you are majesty. Children, you are majesty. Father, you are majesty. Mother, you are majesty. Children, you are majesty.
I'm going to read something from the 7 sacred rays. It's a prayer for the second ray healing, which is the crown chakra. A prayer for illumination and peace. And as you hear what I speak in the I am, just speak that in your own heart. Beloved I am presence, blaze forth now from the heart of beloved Alpha and Omega, from the heart of beloved Helios and Vesta, into our individual hearts and minds, glorious waves, a golden flame of illumination and peace. Flood us with the precious oils of universal knowledge and wisdom. Come now, and direct thy precious light rays of divine illumination and peace into every aspect of our lives. Flood the earth and humanity with the golden flame of Christ's illumination, understanding, and peace from the heart of God in the great central sun. Divine flame of illumination, bless my world today. Golden waves of peace, bless my world in God's perfect way. Flame of light so wondrous to behold, I am thy wisdom in all that I am. Golden fountain of illumination, infuse every part of my being with thy golden oil. I am illumination blazing through my heart, mind, and soul. As I speak this I am in the I am language, I know that this stands for you, for me, for we are one. Where I am, you are. Where you are, I am. Thank you, Robin Youngblood. Thank you, grandmother. Thank you, grandmothers.
Thank you, grandmama.
There's a web of light called the net of light. There's levels of consciousness, and the grandmothers have been introduced to us, and we commune with the grandmothers. And they're here, and their tender voices saying, "Come to me, children. Come to me, babies. Come nestle into me. Listen. Go to the temple of your own heart and offer these prayers. And And stay tuned to Robin Youngblood and what's going on. There's a wave. There's a wave of love, of peace, moving powerfully on our planet right now. Tune to that dial. And tune out the dial of the chaos. Because in the eye of the storm, there's something emerging.
Grace upon yourself, first and foremost. If we don't have it for ourselves, it's hard to give it to anybody else.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Whenever you're disturbed, just choose that. And for any ways that we have harmed you, if I have rubbed you the wrong way and I have forgotten or neglected you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for volunteering. We love you. You are loved greatly.
Spirit of the living God, Spirit of the earth, Spirit lives in all of us. One voice be heard, Spirit of the living one, fall afresh on us, keep us in the heart of grace, and may we know your love.
My prayer in this now is that you feel the presence of love. Everything that we do is to reveal the truth of this. You are love, that there is love, there is nothing but love. There's an ever-increasing amount of love within you, around you, and may you see it. And this is the Christ, this is the Buddha, the one heart. Let's rise, fam. We're doing it. Thank you.
Love you all. Let us know how we can support you. We're here. Message us. Love you.
All right. Until soon.